and you know, as a competitor, you want just your fair shake at a go at a heat, right? And that's why the boys are back out there and the waves are pumping. And on the flip side, they both get another surf out at amazing jbay with just 2 guys in the water.
Lucky them.
Thank you so much for the time. As we will watch this heat unfold once again, back to round 5, heat number 3, the resurf. Once again, Jordy Smith versus Connor Coffin. After reviewing the tape, one of the longest right-hand point breaks in the world. Jordy gets another beautiful start. Smith into a glassy open face. Nice top turn wrap with a lot of power and control. Layback, down carve. In transition, back to the float to finish. Maybe all these resurfs are going to fire him up to the podium. Connor on the answer. Brilliant rail work from the California, now setting up yet another pit. Not super deep quite yet, but it's still running through this inside zone. Now stands up in it. This one still chasing an exit, and Connor comes flying out.
He got to turn around and see Connor in a very similar situation as before. Deep inside the barrel. Let's have a look Connor's way there. Just a high line as he drives off the bottom here. And there it is, that trademark snap. Holding the rail through his turns, just engaging those fins, setting that rail. This is a big heat for both these guys. The winner will go through to the quarterfinals. And have a look at this wave here. The conditions are absolutely perfect. That southwest wind has come to play. Connor driving through section number 1 into section number 2, out of section number 2 into section number 3, and he sneaks out the end of that one. So an amazing wave there for both Jordy and Connor to kick things off. Joe, look at the conditions. I mean, it is absolutely flawless out here right now. And Connor Coffin driving through that next section there as he goes past a couple of surfers along the line and sneaks out the end. So both guys are going to drop excellent scores.
What a battle, what a rematch that we get to witness, and both starting off with massive scores. How'd you like Jordy's first move?
Yeah, I like the passion. You know, Jordy's he's definite showman, and I tell you what, he's going to get the crowd involved in this exchange. And there it is. I mean, that big searing maneuver from Jordy Smith and through the lip again as he comes around the section. Big hacking maneuver from Jordy, bringing that board all the way around and then hooking into it. Just a man turn from Jordy Smith, up and over the lip again. And look at the passion, look at the psych. He's saying, come on.
Beautiful, pristine, magical Jeffreys Bay and Jordy Smith. It's his turn to take over. Nice read on the full roundhouse cutback. Still casual, deep off the bottom, big hack. Nice rapid carve for Smith. Deeper off the bottom, clean, crisp layback hack off the roof. Draws the layback carve down. Now setting up the magical inside track. Nice sweep once again for Smith. Hard off the bottom, blasting it through the lip. Wanted to finish on his feet, a big lofty float. Jams into the pit real quick just to get a cover out and a look back to celebrate. Strider, how you feeling out there?
And the beach went mental. It was just the best feeling. I got chicken skin just sitting out here watching it.
Good man, Strider. Potts, this one started off with a nice, cool, casual roundhouse. Yep. You knew big things were about to go down.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing with Jeffreys Bay. Take your time. Get into that groove. Now, Sean wanted to see a 10-point ride with just turns. I think he might get his wish, Joe, because this has got to be one of the best surf waves we've seen today anyway, maybe even the whole event. Look at this big, huge turns from Jordy, nice and low off the bottom again. The judges still digesting that score as Jordy comes off the bottom yet again, now starting to mix it up, gives that tail a bit of a flick right there. Now he goes into the lip, 3-4 drop, showing some variety, showing some combination of major moves, tail tapping drop, and guess what? Sean got his wish.
A 10-point ride for Jordy Smith.
As a surf fan, when he bottom turns, you don't know which one he's going to use. It's exciting, and I feel like, you know, he's got a good variety in his repertoire.
Well, boys, we'll let you talk through the variety of Connor Coffin on this way. Back to you, Joe.
Thank you, Rosie and Michael. Watching this one, there's the layback change up off the lip. Draws it out a little bit harder off the top. Now pulling in. Can he fight his way out? Solid stance, no problem for Coffin. Already into a full whip on the open face. Both these surfers are giving everything they've got for that quarterfinal spot. And Connor puts that one to bed on the inside corner. Brilliant rail work.
A 19.38 combination, so that means he needs a 9.38 just to climb out of the combo, and then he's going to need a perfect 10. So it is an uphill battle right now for Connor Coffin, but with the waves on offer, as Glenn touched on as well, it is pumping out there. It is absolutely perfect, and Connor's the kind of guy that has 10s in him for sure. Look at this turn, just unleashing some serious rail work, fighting his way through that section. The only thing that's going to let him down on this occasion, Joe, is that end section. Now, we need that dynamic finish to get the 10s, to get the 9s. You need that big end section, and this one, this wave just sort of faded away towards the end, and it was a lackluster finish to it. So I'm not seeing that wave get him out of the combo.
Moving on to the semi-finals eventually.
Yeah, his best result in his career. So Jordy, though, here we go.
Jordy once again fired up, looking to better a 9.37 big tail whip. Big section, and the big man climbs on top of the roof and crushes it.
Semis and finals for tomorrow in 6 to 8 foot jbay that is predicted. So, oh my gosh.
Connor Coffin with 10 minutes on the clock, looking to break a combination. Driving through a beautiful carve. Nice rip off the coping as the airdrop. Still some room. He loves to pack this section. He's going to have to float it for now. Nice deep searing cut back. It's starting to bottom out. More of a lift to drill off the lip for Connor. Now he's on an absolute racetrack. Legs are burning off the bottom. Huge down carve. Holds the rail to rip one off the roof. What a dreamy finishing move for the surfer in his second year on tour.
Yeah, well, it's tough. I mean, you know, there's a little bit of downtime on the wave. There was a little bit of chasing in the section. But yeah, he surfed it probably as good as you could. Beautiful opening maneuver. Comes around the section, connects nicely, and then gets behind the section. Now he's sort of racing to get back out, up and over the top. So transition turns there. Now he gets that rail back in the water, which is what he needs to do against Jordy. He needs some big, huge, radical turns. And this is where it starts to speed up. So there was a lot of, so there's about 100 yards there where there was no maneuvers, which is going to hurt the scoring potential. Now he unleashes that turn, draws off the bottom, and bang. I love that combination of that slice.
Because he was so cruisy, but that competitive drive is cleared today. And Connor will be fired up when we head into Tahiti.
Yes, he will. That's for sure. And it's a kind of wave where, you know, Connor can excel. I think he's, yeah, you heard Sean talk about that. He's got that old school in him. He likes big, heavy water waves. He's a great kid. He's an amazing ambassador to the sport. And we're going to see this kid have a very long and successful career, that's for sure.
Connor Coffin just sealing the deal, and another fun wave all the way through the inside. He participated in the Corona Highlight Specialty event, absolutely ripped on a twin fin alongside Jordy. So these two have spent a lot of time in the water together throughout this week.
I tell you what, this morning the heat that they had was probably one of the best I've seen, probably one of the best 10-point rides I've ever seen. But Jordy Smith just locked in a 10-point ride of his own and moves into the quarterfinals. So